Good morning. I have a question. When you're like looking for somebody to have like supportive advice, I guess, like if you're going through a hard time and you're looking for somebody to talk to, do you actually spend a lot of time checking out their credentials? You know, um, like people, like I started listening to Mel Robbins, and I actually I like what she has to say. The only problem that I'm having with listening to her is she has kind of a like an up talk voice. I actually listened to a clinician too, a horse clinician, and she has a very up talk voice, and it does grow annoying, I guess you could say. So I do have a little, and like the one girl, the horse girl, her up talk voice is like how you would talk to a small child. So it's okay if this is all right. Like she has that kind of up talky thing, and I really really like her content. However, I grow more focused on her voice than I do on what she's sharing. And then when I find that I'm doing that, I do turn it off so I don't lose the value of what I'm trying to enjoy she shares. So there are times where I'm actually not able to listen. Well, same with Mel Robbins, except for her up talk is more, I'm almost going to say like sassy kid sounding, like she's got a little like, I don't know, it's like a little, to say condescending would be, I'm not sure if that would be the right word, but like she's talking to you like, like what she's saying is a no brainer, and you know, like think about it, like, and maybe that's what, maybe that is what some people need, is like somebody to kind of, I don't know, in a way, like even though she's trying to be um motivational and positive, I feel like she's kind of bullying you into seeing how stupid you've been, or how easy this is, and whatever. I do like, sometimes she comes up with some really good analogies, and I do like what she has to say. But here's what I was really asking anyway. um I've never like looked her up in the sense of, is she qualified to even spew positive advice to anybody? I never looked that up. Like I don't, like if I like what somebody has to say, I don't care what their credentials are. If what they have to say is something that resonates with me, I don't care what their credentials are. And I was just kind of wondering if other people feel the same way. Like if, do you call your girlfriend and ask her advice? Like something bad happened today, and at work, or with another friend, or with your children, or whatever, and you call your girlfriend to kind of bring you off the ledge, so to speak. Like I have people that I've called and said, God, you got to get me off this ledge. And, you know, do you have like that person in your life? And if you do, like, would you ever think that, well, I can't really take your advice because, you don't have a doctorate. You don't have any real credentials to be the person to tell me how to manage this or whatever. And I was just curious, because it's like, if I was to start a podcast with just, I guess, wisdom. For example, my husband and I are in a 4-year journey where we live in separate locations, while certain aspects of his career are keeping him somewhere else for a little while. And um, it's about 4 years. So we have 2 more years. And there was one day when he was having a bit of a hard time with, the traveling back and forth, and and feeling like I wasn't uh, supporting his. I saw a light. I was like, where's that light coming from? Supporting his feelings. And one of the things that I had to tell him, that was like a realization for me as well. It wasn't like I gotta help him out with this, but I did share something that I realized, is that even though our destination is the same, we're on different buses. Our journeys are actually very different. I don't pack up my car and drive. I don't deal with traffic. I don't go through toll booths. I don't cross over bridges. I don't do any of the things. I'm not having the same experiences. I'm not experiencing even the same weather. And same here. So how can I, like, he's not experiencing what it takes to run this place. You know, he's not experiencing the calling this person or having, you know, whatever. He's not experiencing the hay runs. He's not experiencing having to get shavings today. He's not. So my point is that we are living two totally different experiences with the same destination in mind. And I personally find that very helpful. Like, you're mad at me because I'm not understanding. And it was almost like, it's not that I don't understand. It was like, I'm not feeling the same way. You're mad because I'm not having the same experience. I'm not feeling the same way about this as you are. I'm not sharing your feelings. And it's not that I'm not having my own feelings. My feelings are different because my experience is different. Again, our destination is exactly the same. We both have the exact same destination, the exact same plans, but we are on different buses to get there. We are looking out different windows. We are seeing different things. We are passing different places. But we still want to get to the same place eventually. But to expect somebody to feel the way you feel is not fair, because they're not with you in that part of the journey. Now, do I need a degree for that to make sense to you, for that to resonate with you? Does that need to be something that I have a degree, you know, framed on my wall and that you can look up? I don't know. But if it helps you, is it worth me sharing?